And it was completely quiet in the Castro, and there was I'd never seen that before. It was just nothing, nothing was going. And I just like heard seagulls, and I had this moment of like, I feel like I could hear the history of that town. I'm like, I'm a part of the history of this city. Like I'm a part of what has saved these gay boys and the gay boys who died here and the people who came. Like I had a friend who sent me a picture while I was shooting and said, "Oh, you're shooting right near where my brother used to live." And he sent me a picture of gorgeous boys, young, gorgeous, and there was like 7 of them. And he goes, "Only one of them is left." And they were just like drinking beers, like you'd see. And I know we know it, but I felt like whatever. I felt all it. I was like, oh my God, I'm a little tiny part of something that matters to me so much, and that's gonna change. And then and so I tell that story all the time, and I tried to tell it in a bar over loud music, and then I said, I'm a part. There's like, whatever. I just want to say hi. I think I saw you on a gay cruise.
Hi, gay. I'm PJ Brescia, they, them pronouns, your host of the BabyGay Podcast and the founder of the BabyGay community, celebrating the coming out process through storytelling, advocacy, and togetherness. I came out later in life and I knew nothing about queer culture. I'm still not an expert, so let's go on a journey of self-discovery together with amazing guests, diverse coming out stories, LGBTQI plus history, and everything in between.
This is the BabyGay Podcast. Coming out looks good on you.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the BabyGay Podcast. I'm your host, PJ Brescia, they, them, and today we're here at the historic Black Cat in Silver Lake, California, and we have a very special guest. She's an actress, she's a writer, she's a comedian, she's also a painter. You may know her from her iconic role as Doris on Looking or as the hilarious mayor of Las Vegas on Hacks. Please enjoy my conversation with Lauren Weedman.
Oh, talk so much. I'm kind of talked out.
I'm good. I'm done.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can call it. Awesome.
Oh, I'm sorry. I have to do a meditation for 10 minutes.
What is your meditation practice?
My meditation practice? I do have a meditation practice. It's it's when I sit down and when I'm peeing, I'm so gross. It's just the time of peeing. I'm just like, just relax. And then I'm done. Do you meditate?
I try to.
Do you really? For how long?
I mean, I've gone through spurts where, like, at my ideal, I was trying to follow and get into TM, transcendental meditation.
Oh my God! I wanted to meet David Lynch, so I was like, I want to do that.
Mm-hmm. So that's like 20 minutes in the morning, 20 minutes at night, and I was doing that for a period of time on my own and like following a mantra.
Oh yeah, I know.
But no, now I struggle to do 10 minutes in the morning, and that's it.
It's funny how it's such a hard thing. My ex-husband used to do that, but he would be in the meditation and still be talking to me. He'd be like, are you going out right now? Okay, if you come back. And I was like, that's not deep enough, I don't think. You're not really like, but everyone tells me to meditate, so I know I should.
Well, I saw one of your posts and it was hilarious. You're like, when I do my 4-hour something morning practice, I was dying.
I just make shit up so people like, you know, I'm very,
yeah.
Well, I am trying to relax more. That is true. But I relax when I like do this. I don't want to even say, it's so dumb. I brush my face with a brush.
Yeah.
It's some kind of
Is it
thing.
like gua sha? Like, I actually just got a recent promotion on TikTok for that brush.
The brush, the one that looks like you should clean an LP, like a record with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was. I had a friend over. He goes, "Is that your record cleaner?" And I was like, "No, it's something from. I'm doing a lymphatic."
Yeah.
Like thing. Yeah. So I was doing that. I think that's about it. And I read.
Yeah.
That's deep.
Yeah. That is.
Depending on what you're reading and stuff. Do we start?
It's kind of flowing. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I do try to journal. So I was
every day, like morning pages?
If I can.
Yeah. Those are powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do that.
Yeah.
I don't do that. I just said that really casually. I do that too. I believe in it. You know, I support you.
Thank you.
I think morning pages are huge. A lot of the artist way.
Yes.
I hate to, when I teach once in a while and I'm like, I'm going to bring out a bunch of dusty 90s books that still freaking work. And I love that artist way stuff. The only part I didn't like was they said to write a letter to yourself. That part I was like, that's dumb. Like, you're like, oh, it came in the mail. The thing I just mailed a couple days ago, that seems a little, you know what I mean? Like, I was like, we're not dumb. But everything else seemed great.
I did with my therapist, kind of not a letter, but talking going to the end of 2026, talking about goals,
right,
as if they've already happened.
Right. I know. That's, yeah.
So I feel like that's...
Does that work?
I don't know. We'll see. I'll let you know at the end of 2026.
I mean, I was told that before I got when I was up for the Daily Show job, which was like the first like TV job I was ever up for. And the day before I was supposed to go in for a meeting, I was like asking people, what's the thing that you people do, my spiritual friends, you guys do to get something? How do you get something? What is it? You ask, please, God, please, I love you. What do you say to get this? I'll be good from now on, or whatever. And one of my musical theater friends was like, you just walk in and say, that's where I sit. That's the water fountain I drink out of. And I was like, oh, and that works if you just like really picture yourself there. And I was like, okay, so I did it. But then I got the job and it was awful. So no, it wasn't. It was great. It was great. I should change that. I'm going to work on that narrative.
Okay.
But yeah, so I get that that's supposed to work. I'm trying to, you know what I'm into now is the nervous system thing that used to annoy me when people are like, I just really, right now I'm giving myself a hug. I'm holding my hand and calming myself down. And I should hold my own hand because as isolated as I am, I should get into that. It's the next step. I'll stop like masturbating. I'll just like hold hands. This is fun to come to the game together at the Dodgers game. I wouldn't go to a Dodgers game alone.
Why not?
Would you go to a Dodgers game alone?
I wouldn't. I mean, sure.
You'll get hurt.
Oh.
No, they don't. You won't get hurt. I'm not trying to incite something like start making up stories. I had two gay friends who went and they got beat up in the bathroom. Oh, they probably did. I'm just guessing.
They were there solo.
Because of the. Yeah, I just find it gets rowdy.
Yeah.
There. I sound
that tracks.
I sound very delicate. Like as I'm.
I mean, I hear what you're saying.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I hate sounding scared though.
I have never been to a Dodgers game by myself, but I would go. I would go.
By yourself?
I think, you know what? So, okay, the artist way, like going back to the artist way.
Yeah, do your date?
Do a date with myself. And I really have enjoyed, that kind of taught me about how to be with myself.
Yeah, oh, wait a second. I do like you. I was just going on your looks, which is my first, I respond to that. And then, I'm just kidding. But because that is a big deal.
Yeah.
And it makes you like sit, like, because if anything, I don't like when other people are with me. It's getting to be a problem. But because I can't listen to everybody talk and I can't take stuff in as much. Like I just saw Hamnet and everyone's like, get ready, you're going to bawl. And when it got to I can't say because it's all spoiler things.
You can say it.
Okay, well, there's a kid that dies, which, ha, 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 seen it a million times, hard. No, but as soon as I saw it, because I have one son and I'm a single mother with one son, so that means you're basically, lovers for life. And when I realized, the kid's going to die, there's a point and I didn't know he was even about Shakespeare, which people with me were like, I go, it's Shakespeare. And everyone's like, what? How did you not know? I go, I don't know. Maybe it was like Hamnet, some small city in Detroit or neighborhood in Detroit or something. That's like Hamnet. Nobody understood it. And they were like, yeah, but so, and I go, I didn't know anything about it. I just was told to go see it. And when I saw it was the boy, I immediately was like, oh, a boy dies in this. Okay, that's okay. And I just I can feel myself compartmental. I'm just like, okay, I'm in public. I cannot do this. I'm not doing this. He's dead. He's in the middle land now. It's okay. Bye-bye, Dad and Mom. All right, they're going through the death of that. Okay, because I can't even touch on that.
Yeah.
But then the part when they on stage. Have you seen it?
I haven't seen it.
Oh, what the fuck? I just told you the main
but
part
I know,
of it.
But I know it. I did know.
I'm not
it.
going to tell you this next part that I did lose it at because I did have a moment of but it was hard in public for me to
let go
like that. And so now to really experience things, I like to go alone.
Yeah.
Or with my friend Christy, who gets so high that it's like I'm alone.
Yeah, exactly.
And so that one's easy. I went to the David Byrne concert with her. That was easy.
Well, that's going to concerts. Let's talk about that. I like going alone because it's just, I'm just one with whoever's performing or the DJ. I don't need my friend like that. Stop.
No, I don't. But the problem, I've always done things alone.
Yeah.
It's been and just recently there's been a thing on Instagram about Pisces, and I don't do the horoscope. I am.
Oh wait! Oh my God! I don't. You're March 5th.
Yeah, that's right.
Which is also my new roommate. His birthday is March 5th. I'm March 7th.
That was such a letdown. I thought.
Sorry.
That was really. I don't even know how you feel about him. Really, that just feels
love.
You love him. You're
I feel a kinship to you.
Your voice. You're like, oh my God, that's it's my new roommate. Anyway.
Shout out Dana. Love Dana. March 5th.
It's a female?
Female.
It's a female. Okay, she's a female. That's fantastic. Well, I don't care what gender she is. But that's a good sign.
I agree. It's a Pisces palace.
Yeah.
Because I'm March 7th.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Okay, so I've just been recently into it because I like what I've been, something comes up where I was like, yeah, it has been hard for me. This has been tough, where it's like, get ready, Neptune's leaving or something, where I was like, I don't know what it means, but, am I going to get rich or be less alone? But just the idea of the isolation of Pisces and this idea of being in a room where if you feel shit very easily, to the point where I'm like, depending on the day, I'm either, I guess I'm obsessive compulsive. No, I guess I'm on the autism scale. I guess I'm difficult. I guess I'm a female or I'm an older lady. Like, I don't know what to blame for it, but it was really nice to sit in the Pisces story for a while to go, I'm just, because I do feel like I pick up on everything that's going on.
Same.
And it's hard to deal with that. Like,
it is.
I don't want to talk about the event I met you at, but there was that there too, where it's like, this is great. Like Hollywood. It's great. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's such a, like, I'm in the loneliest hole in the center of nowhere. Or I'm like, this is so fun. We're with all the most creative people, amazing. And then it gets so like dumb, or just nothing to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just the, whatever. Ambition. I not like I don't have it. Anyway, sorry. What are we talking about?
We're talking about Pisces.
Oh, I love it.
But I can relate also.
Going to things alone.
Going to things alone.
Yeah.
Going to things alone.
Go to things alone.
Going to things
Go to
alone.
things alone. I do too, except now I feel a little more self-conscious because of my age.
Oh.
I don't know why. I guess, why would I feel, or I get like, I think I'm back to being okay. I went through a time period where I'd be like, I do what I always do. And I get there and I'm like, well, this is a bit much, Lauren. Like maybe someone to turn to be like, well, that was cool. Like,
Right,
instead of like, I just look like a real kooky lady who loves like Bob Schneider, who's a singer-songwriter. I always go see. And I look like I'm just like, I've always loved him. I've seen everything he's done. I'm singing along to every song. Hi, Bob. I think I met you. Like, I'm like the super fan, like in that, what's that TV show that Kristen Shaw was like with the Concords.
Yeah, Flight of the Conchords.
Yes.
Okay, wait. Going back also to Pisces, because I really do feel a kinship with that.
Yeah.
I can read, there's like an undercurrent in the world
Yes.
that we can tap into that others can't.
I always thought that, and then I thought, oh, look at you thinking you can.
No, I think it's true.
Yeah. Let's just pretend it is, because I like that.
I also have felt like this is before I identified with it. I realized that I was taking people's emotions as my own.
Yes.
And they were not.
Yes. I'm only just coming out of, like, I've been married, I guess, 7 times, which is I'm just kidding. I should stick to it. I guess 6 anyway. But I thought it was my age, because everyone's like, oh, you get over 50 and you're just like, yeah, it's me who farted. Like you just don't care. And I was like, I hope that's not me. But then I got worried about being comfortable with being alone, because my friends who were like, you know what? I like it. And I'm just like, well, I hope you do, because it's probably going to happen. Like I would feel something judgmental. And then all of a sudden I realized it's me who now has been single for a while. And I really like it because I can finally feel myself fully and not always feel like I'm being brought down this hallway where I'm like, damn it, I didn't want to go down a hallway and watch somebody shoot up into their testicles, metaphorically. Not literally, but you know what I mean? Just sort of like, everyone's like, come down here. And you're like, oh, I don't want you to be alone. Okay, I'll go. And then you're like, oh God, why am I down here? And then now I feel trapped. How am I going to get out of here?
Right.
Now I'm friends with that person, whatever. And this is all just loosely,
Totally.
But it's so nice to be free of it. But at the same time, I always think, well, can't anybody be, I feel more comfortable around, I have to say, in the gay world too, though. I can function better in that than in the straight, I don't know what I'm saying, really. I'm super drunk. I got drunk this morning before I came here. That's a dumb thing to say. Isn't it? I bet people say it all the time. Sorry, I'm drunk. You should say pills or something.
Are you dating?
No. Somebody asked? Is it people?
Me.
Is there interest? Oh, I know. Besides, like, no, no, not at all. Not at all. It's not gone well for me. Maybe it's a shock. Or this guy at base, my kid plays baseball, which is another complicated curse. But this one of the dads. So I thought just the dads want nothing to do with me. They see me coming and they're like, oh, they're all looking for a way to, and I'm just like, all I want to do is just chat, you see what's going on. And this one dad, I was making fun of a mom looking like Orange County. And I go, you're so Orange County over there. She likes it. I'm not hurting her. I check. Was that too far? And she's got giant butt and big. And she's like, no, I loved it. And I said, doesn't she look really Orange County? And he goes, you both do. And I go, I do too? I was like, oh, because like the blondie hair and shit. I was like, oh, you're right. And then he goes, until you open your mouth. And I was like, thank you. I feel seen. Then I thought that was kind of the complications. And I thought about the dating world when I was on the apps where people would, I didn't know I could ever be objectified. Like in my world, it's like, I don't get treated that way. I'm not cast that way. I'm not like, you know, it's not like, here comes, oh, like, she's a looker. Like, I don't get that so much. And then I get told so much with acting. Like, I love how you're just willing to look like just a piece of shit. Like a piece of just like, you're so gross. And it's like, you're so don't care. I just think you're so brave. You're our Frances McDormand. Like where I'm like, thank you, acting. Well, don't get any work done because we like you looking like a big pile of kitty litter. Because you, and then they'll name other actresses. There's some other ones that just don't give a shit, like you. And they're so real. And it's like just being told over and over again, you ugly, you ugly, you ugly. It feels that way.
You're gorgeous.
That's right. Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Just kidding. But that's what and on dates, I didn't realize that people were choosing me thinking I was a certain look, that they were attracted. I forget that. And then I would watch them as I would start talking, literally go from like, they'd have this like fake look on their face as I'm talking, all of a sudden just like what's happening? Like looking lost or like, and then I heard this over and over again. You lost me, babe. You lost me. And then I thought, am I talking too fast?
Good. No.
Yeah, you're right. I should have thought good. But instead I was like, I can't talk to people. Like I couldn't, but to have guy after guy, when I'm somebody who thinks I can connect with everybody, but just like another one.
Straight men they're hard.
Well, not in my age. Everybody's taking a pill, which I'm not against. I just want to put that out there. Do whatever it takes. Just don't pretend it's not happening. That part is so like, you know, like, oh my God, I'm so excited. No, okay, just say that you don't feel it all the way down. That's okay. Well, anyway, sorry. That doesn't matter about erection stuff. Let's not get into that. But what did you just say? Because I just embarrassed myself a bit.
I was talking about dating, straight men sucking.
Oh, straight men suck. Yeah.
Have you ever dated women?
Have I? No, I have not. And I'm ending this interview right now. Can you imagine? Is my assistant here? We're going. I don't have an assistant. But I'd love to be like, take my mic off, take my jewelry off, take my shirt off. No, I'm not. No, I've not. It's not, I've gotten people assume I am, which I'm always like, great. And there's some women gotten upset with me, like, you're telling me that you invited me to Joshua Tree. And it was not because you and I are both lesbians, we both know it. Like I've had a couple of those situations where I'm like, no, I hadn't thought about that. And then I try to picture, like take a second, picture being with them, picture, and then I'm like, I don't know. I just can't. I try to think physically, am I drawn? Though I love women, obviously. And all I want to do is work with women and gay men. Yeah. I just don't know. Sorry to be so graphic about it, but I've tried to make sure. Really? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, when I dated women.
Oh, you did?
At 27.
Oh, God, I wish I would have met you then.
And
it's so cute. Yeah.
I had many girlfriends, and I enjoyed what's kept me in the closet is that I enjoyed giving oral to women.
Who does that? You guys, what's going on? Do I lay on the table or something? This is so weird. And everybody said I was like really good. And there was a lot of women. I think she was like 57. She had a kid. And I remember she was like, I didn't know that I could even orgasm. I guess you could. Anyway, so what kind of stuff do you like to eat? What's your diet? That's.
Oh my God.
You did? You could switch from that and not be.
I did.
Because I feel like
it's a spectrum. Sexuality is a spectrum. You know.
You're right. I think my era is my generation. I feel it now. I feel the grandma shit come up where I'm just like, because when I was growing up, I had nothing but gay boyfriends, closeted gay boyfriends, who my joke used to be, or the joke was always like, we share one common passion, which is we both want nothing to do with my body. And so it was perfect. And then if I if I mention something to them, like, I've given you a ton of blowjobs. Do you think there'll be like a chance it'll come back? And I had more than one. I just remember one in particular who was like, okay, I'll just tell you right now, I'll send me a postcard. I'm not visiting. Okay, like this is not happening. And it's a myth that anybody wants to spend any time down there at all. Like nobody does. And actually, he even made it like, I was in the cafeteria and the head of student council got up and yelled, nobody wants to lick a woman's vagina. And everyone goes, that's true. He's finally speaking the truth. Yay. Like he made it sound like there's been all rallies about like, can we finally say the truth? It's disgusting. You know, and then so I was like, okay. And I sort of grew up, not to blame them for but I grew up with a lot of
dramatic.
That, yeah, in the 80s, because the closeted shit. And so, and I really was it got to be that if somebody liked me, I was like, oh, I have news for you. You're gay. Don't worry about it. It's going to be great. But that's because I couldn't imagine, it truly was. And they started to pass me around to make me like, I would date, yes, and then make out with me, but only when like
people around.
When Michael would walk by, you know, he'd be like, ugh, with me, and then he'd be like, here comes Michael. Come here, make out with me. Like, and that would be it. I'm like, what's going on? Are you guys fighting? Like, I didn't get it.
Yeah.
But then I moved to straight men, and so not as much fun.
Yeah, I mean, I just feel like that plus coming out and then realizing there's so much anti-female like misogyny within the gay community.
Yes.
And like the gold star rating system and all that. Familiar with that?
No, what's that?
Like you're gold star gay means like you've never had sex with a woman. And then
that means you've,
And then if you're a platinum star gay, if you were a C-section and never had sex with a woman.
Does everybody know about?
Yes.
Do you guys know about this? Oh, yeah. I'm always like the last one at the meeting. Well, just the idea of like, so I just want to know before I do anything, you've never come close. Have you ever sat down to pee? Okay. Have you ever come close to where a may have been? Like, it's so disgusting because that kind of talk and being around that for so long, it was not difficult to take that on.
Problematic.
Yes. And the fact that anybody was like, yum. Like I remember doing it was on television. I had a boyfriend. I was supposed to have my top off, and I was clinging to having it covered. I kept sort of, and then this I'm looking, and the director was like, Lauren, it looks like you're trying to hide your boobs. Can you just like let it go? And I had a bit of I was like, yeah, okay, no problem. And then I had this panic that always surprises me when you don't know your own limits yet. Like, so I didn't know I felt that way until I was working in front of a lot of people, that I started to feel like, oh, I can't show them. Like they're weird looking. They're not up here and hard with like great, like they're not perfect. They're like boobs, like you'd see like on a person.
Right.
Ugh. And he goes, listen, titties are titties and you got titties. Okay. They're good titties. Let them show. All right. Those are titties. And I was like, you know what? That it really made a difference. Like, cause I was like, I forget. He was like, what are you talking about? Titties. Like, yay. And I go, oh, I don't know that world. I know either titties need to look a certain way or titties are like, or I've also been with straight men this way, or like, do you ever see that movie? No, it's an old movie with Matthew Modine where he plays like a guy who's had PTSD from the war or something. Okay. And he is with a woman, is like a makeout scene. And she's like this, takes her shirt off, and he's staring at her and he just picks up one boob and then drops it. And he keeps picking it up and dropping it. And I remember thinking, that's my sex life. Like, it's true. And I think of that scene because he was just so not interested, but yet sort of like, what's that?
So he's gay too.
I think he just was not able to, I don't know, maybe that was the story.
Yeah.
I missed that part. He's got so traumatized by like, how do they know? Of like, so not seeing a lot of like, I celebrate your body kind of stuff.
Right.
And then of course, if anybody shows me enthusiasm like that, I'm just like, oh, I'm getting married. Well, Lord, you just met him last night. He can't believe how hot I am. Like, so then it makes you swing the other way.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've still got a little bit of the horn dog in me, which is getting more problematic as I get older because it becomes cliche. But I truly am like, you're good. Like I will, like the mayor, the character of the mayor.
Yeah.
I was not complaining, but I was like, wow, now if I get cast, a lot of the jokes for older actors are either that I'm over sexual or I've just like, oh, well, listen, I'm trying to digest that sausage pizza I ate last night. Oh God, cramping. Be right back. You know, like, oh, old people are gross. And I'm like, oh, is that going to be the cliches? But that is kind of my life. Like, I am sort of like, how do I feel physically? Oh, I gotta. And I am a little bit. I do get more openly sexual now that I think somehow I'm not threatening. So I'm constantly like not constantly, but if I see a gorgeous guy on the beach, a younger, I always be like, dude, you got it. You fucking got it. And then if anybody, and I assume that they don't think I'm coming on to him.
Well, has that ever worked as a pickup line?
No, people don't see me as being I think that people are just like, thank you, mother.
People love you. Do you know that?
Not in a sexual way, but I think people, I feel liked now because when you're on TV, people tell you. And so you get that's my main source of, I've always got one like, oh, I'm sucking on to get, sorry. I just see it as not cocks, but love of more like, what's the thing on exhaust pipes of love? And I feel like I choose different ones to huff on. And right now it's been the TV huff where I'm just like, thank you. So I'm on social media and I hear everybody. If people send me, I once in a while get stuff about looking or whatever, I always am like, thank you for that today.
Yes.
I don't live in a place of like, can someone answer that for me? Like, I'm always like, get away. I got to, thank you. It's so nice. So I get that.
You're my favorite part of looking.
That's always sad when I hear that for the others. I always tell them, you know that I'm the favorite. You guys need to just step up.
Well,
step
firstly,
up, gays.
I watched it 10 years ago. And I came, that was like right as I was coming out. So it was like a pivotal moment for me.
Yeah, yeah.
And you by far were my favorite.
Oh, that's
so
nice.
now rewatching it in my research, I was like, oh my God, this cast is stacked.
Yeah.
I forgot how stacked it is.
Yeah, sexiness. Yeah.
And you were my favorite.
I think it's because you don't, because people say that to me, and I'll think also you don't attach yourself to me. You can easily watch me. You're not like, I'm not that guy. I would never do this. That's not my. It was such an important, from what I understand from what people have said to me and reactions and all, is that not the classes I've taught at Stanford on it, but no, but it was really hard when there's so little representation of that kind of stuff. And then people were like, oh, I thought that was boring. And I'm like, I know it could be small in scope. In the sense where people are like, I just got different complaints about it sometimes.
The show
yes,
in general?
The show. Oh. Yeah, like, oh, I just thought it was, and I was like, or mad that they weren't represented, you know, like, and I'm like, but that to me just, every time it would affect the creator would get, would be hurt by that. He was very like always reacted. I'm like, Michael, it's because there's not a lot out there. It's like, it matters. Just take every time someone says that, just take it as, oh my God, I'm so hungry. I'm so hungry. And you put that food out and then it was gone. Like, I didn't see it enough for me, whatever. That's a bad analogy, but it just like, it mattered like that.
I do feel like it maybe was ahead of its time. Like,
yeah, I think so.
I think if it came out now, it would be very successful.
Oh, great. Story of my life.
Well, like, I mean, it could be
I'm happy.
I feel like
I don't think so.
No?
I don't think it's come up before and then it comes up at a time period where like other actors are doing like, great are moving on. And then those of us that didn't work as much are sort of like, I say we do it, and then the rest are like, well, I'm actually going to be living in Paraguay for like about 2 years working on a film. And we're like, oh, well, I'm free if they decide to do it anytime. But then when I think about it, when you bring back a show and you see people, like what was the other, the one that takes place in Tale of Two Cities? No,
Okay.
Is that right?
Well, that is right, yeah.
Tale of Two Cities? That doesn't sound right. That's like Charles Dickens.
The
San Francisco one.
Yeah, I know it is.
Is it?
What is it called? It's the
Tales of the City.
Tales of the City. Tales
Okay.
of the City. Tales of the City.
Oh my God! What a all right, Tales of the City.
Tales of the City.
I didn't know that show initially.
Yeah.
But I know when you bring people back sometimes. Well, I shouldn't even use that in examples since I don't know it. But other shows where you then all the discussion is, well, she looks great, and it's all about appearance stuff. That is what I was like. It'd be fine for me because that arena. I don't have a lot of pressure. Because I'm the lady, I'm the the fag hag, whatever.
Well, I think you're also like the grounding comedic relief.
Right.
It's you're right. I mean, I think people feel safe through your character.
Yes, and I wasn't good about memorizing lines, so that also helped.
That is good.
Yeah, they were very patient with me. Not because I couldn't memorize, but they were just I would get done with the scene and they'd be like, "Okay, Lauren, let's do it one more time, but this time let's just do what's in the script just so we have it." And I was like, "Oh, okay, if you want to sort of slow it down a little bit, but okay." Because I just felt free to sort of react and be there because I didn't feel any pressure on me.
Yeah.
And I wasn't thinking that I had to like, oh God, that was such a great experience, that whole show.
Yeah, I want to, well, like, give us more. Like, what, I mean, that is a very pivotal show for the gays. And
yeah, it's turning out to be one of the, as time goes by, I was hoping something else would come up that I could say, well, except for this other thing I did. But I realized, oh, that's not how it works. These things stay. Because, I talk to Murray a lot, and he's all through Marco Polo. I don't see him in person much because he's always like going to, and I was like, I'm in my apartment, my rent-controlled apartment with my son. My son. But he will say how that was just such a special time for everybody. That was, nobody was there to pay mortgages. And now that I've worked on other shows and realized that people really love the industry and are a lot of times are really into all the like, there's a party and there's a gifting for that kind of, that stuff is so not my jam, except when I get to go to them. I'm always like, I'll go, but I'm not going to act like I'm seeking it out.
right.
But I like free stuff. I'm not stupid. But that time period was so, it was not a lot of money. Nobody was making a ton of money. And everybody loved it so much. And people loved each other so much. Like, it was so real. And the people, and working with Andrew Haig, the director, he's amazing. And now I realize he's the best director I think I've worked with. No offense to everybody. But he's incredible. Anyway, but that show, I feel like I told you this when I met you, this story, because it's one story I tell everybody.
Tell me.
It's such a, like, when I was doing the Vegas Gay Pride Parade too, I was constantly, like, I always want people to know, like, I'm very deep. Come here. I'm going to tell you deeps because I loved you on Looking. It was so great. And I'm like, come here, come here. The time I'll never forget. But it's my favorite story. And it was and I am sort of like always, hold on, I don't have to explain it. Anyway, it was the final day of shooting the movie. It was the last scene of the movie. And we had to wait for the sun to come up because there was supposed to be the sun coming up over Andy's, it's that famous, oh my God, I can't remember. It's a cafe off the Castro. Okay, so he wanted to have the sun coming up over the Castro in this famous diner. And we were just waiting for that. And so we're all sitting around, and I have some like videos I shot of how, because everybody's really slap happy and like, and Jonathan Groff is a goof and he's very present, musical theater. I mean, he's so musical, he's so present and which is fun. And everyone's lack of sleep, whatever. And then when we shot the last scene, and it was also very intimate. Like, I love too that I got to be physically close to people a lot because I'm always like, I love that. And also like, get away. But it was really cozy and sweet. Anyway, he comes in and he goes, that's it. That's the end. That's it. That's the end of Looking. And he didn't say the thing, this is not the big part, but he was like, he didn't say like, well, we never know. You guys have been great. The way that no one can ever say goodbye at the end of a shoot. They're always like, I guarantee we're going to do something. We're going to have you in the lead. I'll see you soon. And you never see him again. Yeah. And he was like, that's it. That's it. It's over. Like, this moment's over. And then we came outside and they were all going to gather. Wait, oh my God. Every time I tell it, I was makes me emotional. It's a good sign. I can feel. And then everyone was sort of going to, in a circle, I guess, have a moment of like, and I don't remember that as much as me going out, and it was completely quiet in the Castro, and there was I'd never seen that before. It was just nothing was going. And I just like heard seagulls, and I had this moment of like, I feel like I could hear the history of that town. I'm like, I'm a part of the history of this city. Like, I'm a part of what has saved these gay boys and the gay boys who died here and the people who came. Like, I had a friend who sent me a picture while I was shooting and said, oh, you're shooting right near where my brother used to live. And he sent me a picture of gorgeous boys, young, gorgeous. And there was like 7 of them. And he goes, only 1 of them is left. And they were just like drinking beers. Like, you'd see, and I know we know it, but I felt like, whatever, I felt all it. I was like, oh my God, I'm a little tiny part of something that matters to me so much. And that's going to change. And then so I tell that story all the time. And I tried to tell it in a bar over loud music. And then I said, I'm a part, there's like, whatever, I just want to say hi. I think I saw you on a gay cruise. Like, anyway, so that was that kind of stuff. To be a part of something, it matters. And when people reach out to me, it's never like, I saw you on that show. You got, like, I was on Hung and I did like a sex, I shouldn't mention sex, then people go look at it, but they're like, dear Lauren, you got 1 big cow titty, 1 small cow titty. What's the story? And I'm like, I just was breastfeeding. Thank you for observing. And on that show, it's like this, yeah, it was just such a and to not have to be around actresses.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I wish that wasn't true. It's not always true.
Yeah.
Gene Smart's great, but
Yeah,
it's hard sometimes. Anyway, that aside. But yeah, there, I'm back.
Thank you for sharing.
No problem. I loved
That was
sharing that
incredible.
part, but now I'm back. I get really like, and then I'm in it.
That is something that you really are a part of this history, and it's not shared enough. And that's something what I want to do with this podcast is talk and bring. We are in queer history right now.
Yes.
And I just don't feel like for someone coming out later, didn't know anything about the queer history of it all, went to great schools growing up, didn't learn about it. And I don't think it's discussed enough in current pop culture or, current queer youth culture.
Sadly, I feel like people don't care about anything unless it's like it happened in their kitchen in front of them or something. It just feels like a really, because the show that I want to do next for a live show is that I wanted to do a story about the Las Vegas Pride Parade, because it got canceled and we ended up in this bar, and it's a longer story, but the parade coordinators wanted to still do award Miss Gay Pride. She still needed to be crowned. That was going to happen at the parade. Okay. And this is a parade that this guy plans for a year, and then in one moment, like a cloud comes in, and he's like I just got to watch this whole thing where he's like, it'll be fine, and then having to cancel it, and then watching him make this special moment of crowning this Miss Gay Pride, to make sure that he still had his moment, and how much that meant, and having all these former gay prides come in, and that was like, oh, she's from Guam, she's deaf. This is like, this things where I was like, I can't stand another part of humanity that's going to kill me with how beautiful, but the way the community there, and the way that they all were like, listen, rain on our parade, go ahead. Like, we've dealt with a lot more than rain. And it wasn't put on. It was true. Like, you could feel that they were like, this is nothing. And then watching them all try to take care of each other to make sure. I'm like, when I talk about the story, I always where I sound like the princess died. Like, oh, they were so sweet, all of them, the little poor AIDS children. And I thought it was adorable. Anyway, but he was making sure that everybody had these confetti
poppers or something.
Yeah,
streamers.
The ones you pop them and they confetti. And watching him hand out these confetti guns to everybody so seriously, and making sure, and he's like, when he gets up there and the crown goes on, you do the confetti. Okay, we need 2 more on that side. And everybody was like, I got it. And nobody's sort of like taking it. Like, for me, I don't let everything always have a weight to it, to try not to look uncool. Get into your confetti thing. Right. You can make fun of it. And everyone was so into, and then when they all popped him out, I started crying. Where it's like they trying to make him trying to go, this matters. We matter to each other. And it really seemed, and this guy was a refugee from, I think it's Hungary or Romania. I can't fucking remember. It's fascist government that he escaped to come here to be gay. No. And so all of it was like, it matters so much right now. Yeah. Again, it feels like the 80s of like, so yeah, but it's such a, anyway, okay, sorry.
That's why looking matters so much now again.
Yeah, I guess so, yeah.
And will forever be so instrumental.
I think it keeps people company.
Yeah.
It kept people, like, that's what the ones that I would love, or people are like, I would pretend that you guys are my friends and I wasn't out. Yeah. And I could like pretend, I said, that's so sweet. Yeah. Yeah.
Going back to the Las Vegas to give people, I know what you're talking about, but to give our listeners, so what happened? So you were crowned, or not crowned, but you were...
I wasn't crowned. Thanks for pointing that out. Yeah, no crown. It was just, I asked Alec Mapa. Do you know Alec Mapa? Yeah. Oh, of course. Yeah. I mean, okay. And he is, I have a problem where I do sort of, I see Alec's life and I'm always like, I want to do that. Like, how did you, like, I asked him he performed at a gay cruise. And I was like, maybe I could do, like, I have a cabaret show. Maybe I could. And he was like, done. And he's like, he'll be like, he'll call you tomorrow. And I'm like, oh, I'm working on a gay cruise now. Which went okay, but I don't blame Alec. Yeah. I blame the fact that I'm not a naked trapeze artist. The age is 18 to 20. Right. Male. I get that. If I'm not that, I get that I'm not a hot topic on the gay cruise. But I asked him about doing, I had a friend who was like, why don't you do gay prides? And I go, they never ask me. He goes, tell them you want to. And I go, what do you mean? I'm not going to, hi, I want to. Who do I call? I feel like you get asked if you want to do that. And they were like, no, I think they don't think people always want to do them. But like, but why wouldn't you? Now I understand maybe why you wouldn't. I still want to do them, by the way. Okay. But I get that there's like I was in the Palm Springs Gay Pride Parade on this like this rainbow bus.
That was the day after we met.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Because I had to drive there at night.
Yeah.
But I was on like a thing where it got lifted. I was on this like crane of this giant shoe that would lift up, and I was and getting on the crane. I was like, "Who made this?" And he was, like, "Ken made it." I was like, "Ken, you made this whole contraption, and is there?" And I was like, "Where's the safety stuff?" "Well, do you really want to use that? Because then you can't move around as much." And I was, oh, you're right, I don't need it. And so I was up on this like piece of metal, but it was still totally fun. It was great. But I had to, every time we would go under a stoplight, the shoe was lowered, and I had to, but I tried to make that a part of the dance. Like I tried to really work it. But anyway, yes, I got asked to be celebrity grand marshal of the Vegas Gay Pride Parade.
Which was what month?
The fall. No, it was not a year ago. It was like November, let's say, October, November, somewhere.
So was Palm Springs before Las
After.
Vegas? Oh, it's
like a month after.
Oh, okay. When I was doing my research, I was like, oh, I think you went to Vegas after, but
No, I did before. Yeah.
Okay.
So the Vegas one, and it got rained out pretty quick. I was so fucking honored to be like, I honestly couldn't, but I was like, really? Celebrity, you guys? Because every time I hear that word, I always think, shouldn't I own property? Like if people are like, well, you're just an icon. I get so like, what do you mean? I have a rent control apartment. I have savings for 2 months of living. How can I be a celebrity if I'm so poor? Like, I don't get it. But c'est la vie, whatever.
Yeah.
That's Hollywood. Not to spoil it, like anybody has. Well, maybe people still do have delusions about that. But and I told my doctor, I had a new GP, and I was like, I'm the celebrity grand. I always found, I didn't have to find a way. I'd be like, I'm the celebrity grand marshal and she goes, oh, my mom is too. And I go, what? She didn't tell me right away. She listened to me, and then at the end of the appointment, she goes, by the way, my mom as well is the celebrity grand marshal in Chicago. And I go, oh, and I was like, first of all, way to, rain on mine.
Rain on your parade.
Yeah, and I was like, okay. And I go, well, like, what'd she do? Like, I'm on television. Good luck to her. And she was a scientist who was the first one who ever saw AIDS patients in person. And she helped develop AZT, which is a drug in the very beginning to help treat. And so I was like, oh, she's an amazing scientist that really changed everything. And I was like, I was on a TV show. Then I was so embarrassed. That was a good one. I got humbled there. I was like, Lauren, stop telling everybody because it looks a little bit dumb. But it was so, I got there so into it. I brought my best friend with me from high school because I thought it'd be fun. She was fun, except she kept trying to get in the way of every time they try to offer things to me, the people, the organizers, like they'd be like, we're going to get you a drink. And she'd go, oh, no. We've got it. We don't have to. And I'd be like, Wendy, stop it. I'm the celebrity. Yes, 2 drinks, quick. And then I said she didn't want to come with me. I was supposed to meet the mayor of Vegas, and I go, we're going to meet the mayor of Vegas, and we're going to go to the parade. And I go, so we're leaving at 3. She said, well, I'm not going to come with you for that. Why would I come with you to the mayor stuff? And I go, because you're like it's like the entourage thing. You come with me. And she goes, oh my God, you want me to like carry your train for you? And she was constantly like, excuse me, miss. And I was like, okay, you can't. So anytime I'd get a little bit like, I'm a celebrity, she's like, oh, she's the celebrity. Which is why I love her, actually.
Yeah.
But yes, I did that. It got rained out. I met the mayor, which was, I wished I took a half a gummy before I went, thinking that would make me more like, it didn't.
Yeah.
It just, in the pictures, I just like, because she wanted to like fight over a gavel. And I'm like, and I'm in my head the whole time, just like, I am not being fun. I'm not, like, I couldn't get myself to. I think that everyone
the mayor wanted to do the gavel gag.
Yes. A lot of bits. Yeah, and she's great. She's a big fan, and she's a big supporter of the gay community.
Great.
Lots of pins. And then we went to the parade, and the parade got rained out, and I was So basically that was it. But it was so much better than being in the parade though, because rained out, I got stuck in the car with this guy. Oh, I wish I could remember his name. So anyway, he's the Miss Gay Pride, and I heard his story. I got to hear about his whole, and I love hearing people's stories.
Yeah.
Love it. And so the whole night was everybody coming over to me, and they would say one thing, and I'd be like, "Don't go away." When you say Iowa, what do you mean? And then so I got to really talk to people, and I was fed in a way. I realized I have been raising my son in Santa Monica. I've been really sucking sand. That this whole exhaust pipe is just sand. Yeah. And now, no offense to everybody I'm friends with in Santa Monica, I guess we're just sand or an exhaust pipe. Oh Lord, well, you're not gay men in Vegas, that's for sure. But just hearing stories. Loved it.
Yeah.
And I did get a lot of, even the Miss Gay Pride from Guam, who's deaf, this girl, just the drag queen, the mighty drag queens that are just like an Alice in Wonderland, where you feel like you're always like, man, I'm tripping. Like, this is fucking, they're amazing. And watching her in this bar that's super loud and her not responding to the music with her crown on, looking around, it seems so deeply powerful, you know?
She's in the moment.
And so anyway, that I got really obsessed with her. It was like I was on something. At one point I was like, do you think they slipped me something? Because everything seems beautiful to me. It was a beautiful.
It was love.
It was a lot of love.
Yeah.
And Wendy too. At one point they were like, she got up and she was like, can I just, we got a little drinky and she was like, I have a gay son. And then she got self-conscious. She's like, is that weird? Is that weird I did that? And I was like, no, I think they just wanted more than just, he's gay, I love him.
Where does Wendy live?
But for some reason, just that sentence, you just end it on there. Where does Wendy live? Dun 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 bonk. Where do you guess? Are you getting do you ask because you're wondering if
I was just curious.
She lives in Manhattan Beach.
Oh, she's nearby.
Yeah.
I was gauging how often you see Wendy.
Yeah, well, I didn't used to see her very much. But then she moved to Manhattan Beach. I don't see her that much there. You know how it is.
Being a celebrity, it's
yeah, as a celebrity,
right.
No,
you are. I mean, you are. Firstly, you are.
Yeah, I am busy, but stuff I make up. I mean, I'm not lying. I just mean I'm busy. Like I paint and do stuff that no, it's not like people are like, I'm like very busy. I have to report in today. I've got to clean some brushes. Like
well,
I do my own.
I feel you're on a lot of great shows.
Right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's right. You're right. Yeah.
Right.
Good for me.
Right.
That's good. But it's all ended. Right now, the job's stopped. So now I'm just like, no, I've never worked. I'm just trying to break in. Yes, I know. I'm on Wonder Man right now. Like that. I just heard about that. I mean, I know I was on it, but it's out. Yes, I'm on those things. I'm very lucky in that.
That's amazing.
Yes, I just want more. That's all. I'm so happy, and yet I'm always like, it's like being a border collie. And I'm like, where's the sheep? Where's the sheep? And they're like, well, today you're just going to make sure that this little like Yorkshire dog doesn't move. So just watch that. No, let's say a pug who doesn't move anyway. You watch that pug. That's what you're going to be. And I'm like, okay, I did it. It's done. All right. What else can I do? I don't have enough to.
But it does feel like you're constantly creating. Well, okay. From my
true.
research,
That's
like
true.
You're writing, you're painting.
Yeah.
You are
yes.
more than just acting.
That's my disability. Yes.
So tell us about that.
I don't know. What do you it's been happening. I've always been that way, and to the point where now I think, is it something?
You're creative.
Yeah, but then sometimes after shows, people are like, you have Tourette's. Has anybody ever told you you're on the spectrum? That's obsessive, right? It's a power, and I'm just like, I don't know, but this is definitely all. I've been this way since third grade, truly, like always been. And if I'm not, and as soon as when I had a kid and suddenly I was a single mother and I couldn't get out to do things, normally I perform live, and I'm like, so then I just started painting, because it definitely was just like, okay, what am I going to do? 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 And and it's very self-involved stuff though. It's usually just me reacting to things.
But that's your superpower.
Sometimes, yeah.
So tell us about painting. Like so you got into painting.
Yeah, I got into painting because I don't know how to. Let's see. Painting is I got into painting because I was into going to Goodwill, into Salvation Army, and I would find these paintings that look like someone took a painting class, or they started to paint and gave up, and they're usually pretty rough. And I love the ones that are really rough, but I wasn't just using them to make fun of them, like, oh, look at the princess who's going for her birthday, like somebody doesn't. What I did was I would paint over them, leaving some of it, and I was like, I'm finishing the conversation. I'm helping, like somebody who stopped, I'll take you the rest of the way. Like, we'll go together. And then so that became like a thing.
That's
amazing.
Did.
Yeah, it was fun to do at shows. I gave them away. And I tried to give people really big ones, like as a joke. Like, I'd be like, oh, you won this one, and give them something that to carry around. So that was hilarious. And then, because Dino Martina, that performer?
I don't.
He's like, oh my God. Well, you're not from the Northwest, right?
No.
Where are you from?
Northeast, New York.
Oh, I'm New York, and you look like that? Oh my God. It's just like you always get late all the time. Are you in a relationship?
I'm dating.
That's better.
I'm dating.
For you. I dated a guy that the last two people I dated were very uninterested in my paintings. Like this happens sometimes, and I've gotten used to it. And I kind of like that about the art thing, where people are like, not for me. And other people were like, I love it. I think you're doing a great job. Like, and they really like, how are you not like in a big guy? Like, you're amazing. And I'm always like, oh, stop. And there's other people who are like, did your kid do that? And I'm like, no, I did. Oh, okay. Well, fun for you. And I'm like, that's okay too. That's how art is. But these guys would come into my garage where I paint and just not even look at them. Like, just truly just like, hey, or I'm like waiting to see if they'll look at, and then when I actually decide I was going to, this is after I've been dating maybe a month and a half, I go, hey, and I thought I'm going to show him one that's him. So that'll help him. And so I go, hey, look, I'm working on this. This is you. And he goes, oh yeah, that's nice, honey. And he literally said, that's nice, honey. And kind of patted me on the, and he was like, I've got to go to the bathroom. And so, and I go, and I finally go, it was so hard to even do that, to have to go, I'm going to show you this, that kind of guts or that delusion of, oh God, what a bummer, what a boner kill, right? I've also had it where I've dated somebody who I was like, don't say anything about the TV stuff, don't say about what you've done. And then he was talking about a friend who wrote a book and it was self-published. I love that. I love anytime people are doing stuff. And I go, I wrote a book too. And he was like, oh, well, good for you. And then he kept going on and didn't. And I was like, well, I think you should ask about it, but okay.
Yeah.
But forget it. And then eventually I was like, well, I was like and I felt I had to say it, where I was like I got like an advance, and it's like a book, like, not to say the others aren't, but, and then the more he learned about me, the more he was like, oh, okay. Like you mentioned Nick Offerman, and I go, I know Nick. And I was like, how cool am I? Like, he's the coolest guy ever, really. And that straight man, he's a good straight guy. Yeah. And they're like, you know him? And instead of being exciting, it made them like, well, what the fuck?
And,
yeah, which has been another thing. Just too powerful kind of thing. Yeah.
No, I've heard that a lot.
Yeah.
I've heard that.
Too powerful. I don't really think that.
No, but straight men have really apparently very fragile egos. Yep. Surprise, surprise, as we see in this country.
Yep, they do. That's the problem. Yeah. So yeah, I should start saying that I've been with women probably. Just I should open that up.
Well, me asking that was honestly like, I wish I was a lesbian, to be honest.
Who doesn't want to be?
Yeah.
I remember the thing I got so haunted by. Sarah Paulson on a bus had some like party bus where they were going somewhere. And it was all like her friends, right? And they're like singing to Indigo Girls, and I was like, I want on that bus. I want that bus. Bus driver, this is my stop. Because I was like, I want on the bus. Because my best memories of community with like the lesbians in Seattle, there was this group of women who all got mad at me for referring to them as lesbians from Seattle. We're a lot more than that. I was like, yeah, you're the Jewish lesbian from Seattle. What else do you want? No, but I loved that community, and I was like, oh, women who own companies and stuff. Look at, they're actually doing things, and people are beautiful in their true way. Like, I was like, this is where I belong. Yeah. Like, these are the women that I want to be around. And I never feel self-conscious about who I am or my sexuality. I feel attractive and good and strong, and I can be all the things, and they think I'm funny. I never go too far for that, and it's just great. And I've never had that feeling with.
Have you been to Dyke Day?
No, when is that?
Oh my God. Let's go to Dyke Day.
Is that at Macy's or something? Do you get half off?
It's every year. It's in Highland Park.
In Highland Park?
Yeah. It's a pride festival, but it's a lesbian focused pride festival. It's my favorite pride festival in Los Angeles.
Really?
It's like 10,000 people in a park.
Dear God.
And it gives like San Francisco, like one of the things I love about San Francisco, I mean, it's just like going to what's that park that
I know the one because we shot there a lot too. Dolores Park.
Love Dolores Park. Just like hanging like. And it gives that, but it's in LA and it's 10,000 people. Most of them are lesbians, and I just feel always safe and at home. So it's every year in June.
Like a big womb. You're just but you're bypassing. You've crawled down your mother's throat and been like, don't touch me, anything. And then you get down into the womb. Yes. Yeah. I need to get in with I had some lesbians in Seattle for a while, and I lost them. They went back to Seattle. But it was so great to know if I was going through something, I could go over there and be going through something. Mm-hmm. And truly, I didn't have to like if my big emotions to people so often, or people are like, oh, I'm sorry that happened. And I'm like, well, it's okay. It's not a big deal. I'm just saying, well, I'm sorry. Sorry to hear that. And they go back to their tribe. Okay. Like not letting people in or whatever.
Yeah. That's a thing though.
That is a thing.
There's a little like clickiness.
Yes. Especially as a single mother, it's hard to find. In fact, there was one lesbian mom, a couple. I had such a good year at baseball with her. She claimed that she invented the wave, the thing of everybody doing that. Oh. She was like, 1982 Rams game. Like, she was very specific. I did. I go, you're telling me that you suddenly like got up, the person next to you said, hey, and she was like, I'm not saying it was me, but I was there when it was invented. Nobody had ever done it. And I remember thinking like, you know what? I just don't feel like I get this quality programming with the others.
Yeah.
Of like,
Let her have it.
She could have it. I was like, that's so funny. Anyway. What else? I'll go that with you.
Yeah.
That ring is so damn cool.
Oh, thanks. It's I got it. All of these, actually that's not it.
feel like
These
I
two I
complimented
got at Pride festivals as like trades, which I love. And
What did you trade with for?
My hats, merch. You're going away with merch, and you too are getting merch.
You gave people a hat for that ring?
Yeah.
Okay, they got ripped off. I'm just kidding. The hat's great. I just mean that
People love our hats.
They're great hats, but it's a hat. You know what I mean? Like that looks like a.
And the symbol is don't put any other false gods before God, kind of.
Before gay people.
Before gay people. Yeah.
That is awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm just kidding. I can't believe they didn't give you 2 rings for that hat. I'd like to backpedal on that if I may.
These are our hats. We have 6 different SKUs, and they are
SKUs.
Yeah.
Excuse me. What do I understand what that means? What do you mean? What's a SKU?
So it's in merchandising. So different shirts. So like if you have the same shirt but a red one and a blue one.
Oh, I get it.
SKUs.
It's how when you're doing like a search for certain clothing, you put in the SKU. It gives you
SKU
very
number.
specific. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Cool. That's great. I can see why you got the ring. I really want to say I can see it. I didn't know there's SKUs. I just thought it was like, oh yeah, like you're like, oh, here's a hat.
Well,
that's great.
This one, we have BabyGay for the dolls, Elder Gay. There's a rainbow one. There's one in there. I'll show you after.
Oh wow, they're
Super Gay and.
What's for the dolls? What's that mean?
It's supporting the trans community.
Is that shocking that I didn't know that?
No.
Okay, so is that because sometimes I'm shocked by what I don't know, and I'm like,
I mean, it's I
didn't know that.
It's blown up in the past year for sure.
Okay.
Like Protect the Dolls, that shirt. I feel like it was Pedro Pascal like made it really popular with the Protect.
No,
Protect
I
the
feel
Dolls.
like that I must have been.
Yeah.
I've been so deep in my world in Santa Monica with the kid thing.
How old is your son?
Bizarrely, like between that and the Bills. How old is he? 16.
16.
Okay.
Do you think that you will
Make him gay too late? It's really too late.
Yeah.
I so tried to. I told his dad to withhold love just in case. I know that's not how it works, but I was like, just make him a little hungry for it. But he's just like, bro. He came out he tried to get his learner's permit. And he took the test, and he came out of the test, and first thing he said, he was like, okay. He goes, how long can it, and he goes, who knows about, God, no, how do you say it? Damn it. He goes, Mom, how long can a baby stay in a car? Who knows that? Like, nobody knows that. That's so dumb. And I go, they can't stay in the car at all by themselves. That's right. That's the answer. But how did you? I go, everybody, like, it's like a comment. If you think about it, could a baby be in the car? I didn't know that. Like, he just sort of like, I guess that's 16 too. He's just like, anyway, not to make fun of him.
No.
Sorry, we were saying about being.
Well, I was going to say, like, the minute he
year.
graduates high school, are you out of Santa Monica?
I believe so, but then now I'm wondering, it's probably not as easy as what this whole time. I've been like, you just wait. I'm going to get out of here. This is bullshit. I'm like telling everybody, I hate it here. I hate you people. You're all shallow. Like, I just have been. For the show I'm doing, these moms don't even want to go. They're like, are you going to be making fun of us a lot? And I'm like, not a lot, but you guys set it up. No, but yeah, I think I just am so hungry to be around other people that are more like-minded, that aren't just like money. I know, but also air quality shit. I've got some air quality issues, but otherwise, I'd like to get out of there.
Well, okay, great segue. Let's talk about your books and your one-person shows that you've done.
Well, the art stuff is
Is the art stuff going to be in the show?
Yeah. It's an art comedy show.
Okay.
It's because at Bergamot Station, it's all these galleries. So I was like, and I saw there was a comedy club in there that's owned by women. And that club is pretty fantastic. Like, it's very, like, they have, like, for every show, they have a program where it sounds a little bit, but that the opener is either a trans or somebody who's like, going through gender stuff. And that always gets a chance to get up. Like, they're really making space for that. And then just to be around that vibe, I fucking love it. That is another reason I'm excited about, like, working in, like, spaces like that with people like that, and all female owned, whatever. but yeah, so I'm gonna do an art show and just tell stories with it. But I'm always gonna be doing those things. It's an ongoing thing. And yes, I love it when people get it and people buy my art. They're always shocked that I'm basically like, hey, I'm outside. And they're like, oh wow. I'm like, I just came to meet people. Like I really like talking. I don't like selling to people without knowing who they are. I don't mean I test them, but I try to go into a gallery or I talk to a gallery and I said, if you sell a piece of art, if it's through a gallery, will I still get to meet the people who sell it? And he was like, that's not really a part of it. I don't know. That it would kind of slow the process down. And I guess I basically was saying to him, I sell one thing every 6 months is what that says. Like which is true. I don't put out a ton, but when I do, and it's usually gay men and women that buy them.
Where can people buy your art?
I have a website, but it needs help.
Okay.
It's expensive to do. I'll ask you about that later too. Like, how do you get a better website? At my website, we just reached out to me on Instagram. Like I always respond. And I sell, and people will be like, I wish I could buy something. I'm not. I'm like, what do you got in your pocket, bitch? And they're like, I have $50. I'll send you, like, I always find something to send to somebody.
Do you like doing like booths? Like, would you like to bring your art to like a Pride event?
I did that. That was another idea too. That or performing, wanting to like figure out performing or art and then trying to figure out what is what energy wise. And the single mom thing, it was harder to do shows. And now, maybe it'll shift where I can do, I want to get a show. I want to get the Vegas Pride show out there. And I know sometimes it's like a white straight lady talking about stuff that's not fully her world, but it is my world.
It is your world.
Yeah.
No,
and so I think it's
world.
Owning it and not feeling like, sorry that this is, not, but it is. It's all, and there's, anyway.
It's your world.
Yeah. I feel that way too.
Yeah.
Because they always ask me, in the LGBTQ community, where do you think that you fit? And I'm like, I'm in there.
Yeah.
I don't know which letter, but I'm in there.
Well, it's something that for BabyGay, I really want to highlight allies because when I came out later, I only had straight friends who are incredible people who are extremely supportive to me and my new journey.
Right.
And it's like I felt like all these queer spaces that I was entering were so anti-straight people. And I'm like, I get it. But
I do too.
That's a little bit antithetical of like the welcoming part of
So I just imagine as soon as you said like, you guys, I'm gay, that you ripped your sleeves off. Yeah, that you're like, that's it, rip. I told you. Yeah. You're like, you this whole time he was waiting. It was all break away everything. Just get it off. Good. I appreciate that. And I'm trying to own it and not feel like I felt at the event I met you at where it was, it was a gay couple being awarded, for the family stuff, and then a lesbian couple. And I did have a moment of like, should I have made it more clear why I'm here? Because I didn't say like, I am an ally of the gays, the trans, and everybody here. Like, I just thought it was a given. But then I thought, but I'm also just an actress to some people. So maybe it just seems like, hi, everybody. I'm here to just give a word to this gay family. Thank you, bye. And but I don't know how to explain it. I guess that's the thing, is I didn't know how to fully sum it up. Like and that's what I'm writing about with the Vegas Pride thing, because I had my choir director, my show choir director growing up in the 80s had died of AIDS. And everyone was really mad when I even implied he was gay. It was just Wendy and I, that's how we also became the two altos. Were like, listen, sopranos, you airheaded hysterics. That's a gay man. They're like, that's so mean. Like he just died, and you were like making it. He didn't have kids. He was never able to get married because he dedicated himself to show choir. I was like, because he was sucking cock. What are you talking about? He's gay. He's gay. He's gay. And so that has always been my. So I've been sort of exploring, like, wow, I've deeply been in that. That's my deep. Those are people and trying to figure out why that is, kind of, and just outside. Anyway, blah blah blah.
Well, I think you do need to share your story, because I think a lot of allies, from what I experience, have this also kind of, where do I fit in? They don't feel like they're welcome. They don't feel like, there's just a lot of, I think allies need support too, in terms of being like, you're welcome here. We need you.
Yes.
We need as many people as we can to support our.
But it'd be great if you could bid on a TV show too.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's why we extra need you.
Yeah. No, really, I know that's what, whatever, the gay pride thing, where I was a little embarrassed too sometimes. They're like, I don't want to make a big, like, oh, here I am. And they were like, no, please do.
Yeah, please do.
We want people who've been in the eye, the public eye, like, please show that you have support. I'm like, don't you still, like, yes, we still need it. Everyone still needs it.
Literally.
Right? Yeah.
Now more than ever.
Yeah. Now more than ever, sister. Okay. Jesus, are you tired?
No.
You're lying.
I'm not.
You're not going to say, oh, you suck the life out of me.
No, this has been literally my favorite interview of the 30, 40 we've done.
That's the best answer.
This has been, I feel like we're just like friends gabbing.
That's really nice. I don't know, guess send me $50 or something.
Okay.
Just something that says, thank you.
Give me your Venmo.
As I do sometimes when people are like, I say I love you so much. Hey, you know what? Venmo me $20.
Well, are you on Cameo?
Yes, but I'm the poor people who ask for that, who are like, wow, 7 minutes, more than we thought. Because I just go on. And they're like, wow, that's interesting. I think I had a relative from Nebraska. Thanks, Lauren. Lauren was I also get the reviews like, she certainly was something like very, or like so herself or so relatable, so human. It just sounds like I was like, I love coffee and I want to go to because I do. I get really like, or I forget, I misunderstand the one time the whole thing was, I thought it was a lesbian and I was like, girl, who just came out. And I was like, girl, you're right. And then after like, that was so great. Not a lesbian. It's a guy, but so funny. It's even funnier, I think. And I was like, oh boy, I'm really like grandma, like trying to figure out call waiting. So yeah, I'm on Cameo. It's not used a lot. I think I've done it like 10 times maybe, but I'm always embarrassed by that too. It's like, is that even okay to be doing? Like, it seems kind of, everything that's saying, look at me on purpose is embarrassing to me a little bit, even though I do it. It's what I do, but I'll still be like, oh, just find me accidentally.
I hear that.
It's not dumb, but
social media culture has just ripped that away from me. It's like, everyone just, it's like, okay, we're all vain as fuck apparently, and that's fine.
But being older, I feel like I want to have it's still important to me to be an artist.
Yeah.
I guess. And so to try to hold on to, not that I'm like, I'm an artist. No. Like everywhere I go, but to be able to get work done and not be worried about like, well, better make sure you post it today. Make sure you post it that day. And I'm like, I'm going to do it. I want to be the person that people are like, well, exactly where I am, where I'm, like I can sell 75 tickets.
Look, we're going to do our final game segment. Rapid fire questions. First job ever.
I was Christy the talking reindeer in the mall.
The moment you realized storytelling was your calling.
When I was standing behind my first grade teacher, she was telling a story and I was acting it out behind her. And that's what about being on stage, that they all were like, and anytime I would tell a story when I was younger, I was like, oh, this gets an audience.
Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
That coffee?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'll be digesting that. I'll be dealing with that coffee for a while. So yeah, that coffee.
Favorite acting job you've done so far?
Looking.
Early mornings or late nights?
Oh God, late nights, early mornings. Ugh.
Yeah. One piece of advice for living honestly and authentically.
To be as truthful or as real as you think you can in the moment, and then if it changes the next day, you can redo it. But just always just staying in that place, because eventually you get, you find you move everybody a bit deeper. Does that make sense? I lost my train of thought in the middle, but I just always think about being as honest as I possibly can, and then it's just stuck with me. And you find your people real quick too. People are like, she's got, she's fucked up, or someone else is like, oh my God, me too. I'm adopted and nobody likes me. That's me. I'm saying. Okay, sorry. Go ahead. I didn't answer that one very well, but it's not. I don't get paid. Doesn't matter. That's how I always remember stuff. Doesn't matter. You're not gonna get fired.
That's right. And then one piece of advice for baby allies.
Just go ahead and lick some pussy. No, I'm just kidding. Stop being weird about it. Just get down in it. Yeah. Like, no, one piece, I don't know if it's somebody's a new ally. Seems that already just makes me like, how are they just new? Like, I decided they're fun. Like,
maybe like, I guess someone has a loved one that just came out. Like, what advice would you give?
Oh my God, you have an opportunity then. It's like you live in a house and there's this one door that you're like, that's a closet that's been sealed up. There's nothing behind there. And then suddenly you open the door and you're like, oh, for the love of God, we could put in a whole game room. This could be another studio. We could, like, it's a whole, you have no idea. Like, you just don't know what you're about to walk into, and the depth and the art and the this and the world. It's such a, I can't imagine not, and how boring when the villages they're living in anyway. Like, how great to have a little bit of like, we get to travel. That's what like with all ways, like we get to go. Our lives are going to go whoo, in a great way, and also knowing that it's okay to be annoyed by them too. Do you know what I mean? Like, when I worked on the gay cruise, I was like, I love all gay men. They're all, and then halfway through the cruise, I was like, not all, not all. Some of you are you're humans. That's right. You're not just hilarious, and they're not all funny. That's something I had to come to terms with. I was like, I like my gays hilarious. Not all of you are hilarious. Some of you take yourselves real seriously, or like whatever. So that thing too. Anyway,
Lauren, I love you.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Love you
much.
too.
This this was amazing.
Good. Apparently, if you're getting in trouble, if your
Hilarious.
producer's stressed, that's a good sign. If he's like, that's enough. We've got more than enough. You can stop.
Where can people find you on social media?
On Instagram, I'm big on Instagram. Lauren, I think there's maybe a little underscore thing. Lauren_Weedman, but you'll know it's me.
We'll share it.
Yeah, and then also Lauren. This one is titled is my art one. This one is titled.
Okay.
This one is titled. It starts at and it goes that other way. You get it, right?
Got it.
Yeah, you're not dumb.
We'll put it on the screen in the
Thank you.
description.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
of
That's nice
course.
of you.
And
Okay, bye.
remember, well, I'm going to give our slogan, which is.
Oh, sorry.
We can do it together.
Oh God, I
We
don't
don't
know.
have to.
Do I have to
We
hold the
don't
gavel with you like
Yeah.
the mayor? Like, oh, I've got it. No, you've got it.
It's coming out looks good on you.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
Coming out does look good on you.
Coming out.
Well, come on. You're the fucking poster child for that. You're like, and it turned out I'm gay. It's like the world's like, woo! Yes, that's exciting for people. Yes, it does look good on
That's
you.
right. Coming out looks good on
It
you.
looks good on you. God, I need to come out. I'd get so much more done. Oh my God, I have a community. I'm going to think about it.
Okay.